Hello everybody and welcome back to Starcraft 2. Today we got Fealorin, who is our pink Terran. And on the right hand side we have newbie Tosk. Newbie, I don't know how to say. He's gonna be newbie. No, newbie to Starcraft. It's newbie to Starcraft. So we're gonna call you Feel and newbie. Now, I don't know what league these players are in. All I know is that the description just says, fuck around, find out. So we are going to have to see what ends up happening here. Pretty standard. We're going to wall in the main here. Gateway. All right. I'm going to pay close attention to what these guys are doing as builds because it might give us an idea of their skill level. They're not super low level because we've got the barracks being placed for the add-on to be built. He's gonna wall, seems pretty standard. We got the gas after the gate, pretty standard. This is an extremely late gas though from our Terran. I wonder if he was distracted by chat. So far, I'm thinking, oh, and he's building into the gas. This actually isn't a terrible idea. I remember Protoss used to do this all the time, so I'm not gonna judge that yet. However, I am curious. He is trying to build a CC. He does see the probe, though. I don't know this is a good idea, because the probe's going to harass it now. Yeah, this was strange. I feel like if you solve this, all you need to do is plop it right here. You plop it right here, you start building it, and then all of a sudden, this isn't happening. He is forgetting to do anything with the barracks now. We'll see. He's got 50 gas. 50 gas. He builds a marine. Okay, we're not going to go into tech. We have gateway not building anything. Cyber finishing up. We have a nexus. Protoss is a lot more refined at the moment. We'll see if it stays that way. Second gas going down, which is strange. Second gas going down would imply that he really wants to get out factory, maybe even starport. We have the marine, tech lab. Surprised we're not seeing a bunker like here to protect the ramp and this CC, because if an adept came through right now, like this one, it's gonna kill everything. And I mean literally everything. Like, this is hard to hold. He is gonna build a marauder, do a factory, so it looks like we're gonna see a 1-1-1. Let's take a look at our third base options. These are a lot more standard of third base options. So this is probably a ladder map. This is probably a pretty standard map. I like the skin on this marine, by the way. It's a nice skin. I've never seen that before. Instantly into the orbital. Ooh, going into concussive immediately. I think Fear wants to get aggressive ASAP. We have charge on the way. An engineering bay. Okay, I'm thinking this is like gold, maybe plat. That's what this is giving me. This is gold, maybe plat levels. We'll have to see where this goes, because this is weird. Double Marauder is weird. Because Marauder's a good unit, but like, check this out. He's going charge. And if he's going charge, these Marauders are useless. 3 Marauders. Reactor on the factory. It's probably for the starport, yeah? Are you going to lift the factory and put it on the starport? No, you're just going to build a Liberator. So what is this for? Oh, interesting. Wait, does that mean you want siege tanks? I'm trying to figure out what this Terran's doing. He's going to go for the missile turret. He's probably scared of oracles. But oracles are not on the way. Charge just finished, which is hilarious because charge finished before we got our first zealot. We're chrono boosting an immortal versus Terran. Neither player are scouting each other, right? Like, if we go to... Yeah, he has no idea what's going on. What about our Protoss? He has no idea what's going on. All right. My final guess, this is Gold League. This is either silver or gold. I've dropped it. It's not platinum. This is either silver or gold. All right. Finally got Marines on the way. We are going to go with siege tanks. All right. Siege tanks aren't terrible versus Protoss. Tend to not build them, though, because you won't really get a lot of use out of them compared to, like, Zerg or another Terran. especially with things like Immortal, which for some reason Newbie is going into Immortal right now. Get the third down for our Protoss with no scouting info, by the way. You know it's a good game whenever the player is throwing down their third, has no fucking clue what's going on. But it don't matter. We did have a Liberator try to come in here. Wait, did he leave? Hold on, we gotta go back. How do I go back? How do I go back? I don't remember. All right, here comes the Liberator. What happened? He gets a kill, 2 kills. Brother, no, 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 no. What are you doing? He can't stop you. There, leave it there. He can't stop you. Just keep killing probes. Just deny this. You don't even need to leave. Just deny it. Even if he warps in a Stalker, it has 160 HP, including the shields. This in Liberator mode, doesn't that like 2-shot a Stalker? I'm pretty sure that 2-shots a Stalker. You did not need to do that. This would not be mining right now. You'd be doing insane damage. Overall, I will say it does seem like the army advantage is in our Terran player here. Third base almost finished for our Protoss. Third base almost finished for our Terran. Both of them very passive, just trying to macro up. This is what I enjoy at low leagues, by the way. I am glad that you're focusing on the macro more than you're focusing on your micro. But that being said, I just realized our Protoss player somehow still doesn't have his gases saturated on the natural. He only has 1 assimilator here as well. You guys got to be focusing on those, on the probes. Probes and SCVs, guys. Like, does the Terran have more SCVs? Yeah, you're behind a Terran. You got to get chrono boosts on those probes, and you've got to be making probes, man. This is so low economy. You even went with a fast third, and you have no probes. We have 1 sentry. I actually don't know what's going to happen here. We have the Liberator set up, which is going to be interesting. I don't know that he can protect this third. It depends, honestly, how Feel micros this. Okay, he's revealing that he's here by sending the tanks in and then sieging. Okay, I think Protoss is going to clean this up because, unfortunately, there's no micro coming in from our Terran player. And the bio's dead, and the tanks are dead. And that's while sitting in the Liberator, by the way. The Liberator's like, what's it called? Defender mode, Liberation Zone. Oh, goodness. That's okay, though. He just wanted to do some damage, which I assume, you know, he did do a little bit. He got some of the Protoss units killed. My only problem I have is I don't think any macroing happened whenever that was going on, which is unfortunate. Dark Shrine on the way for Newbie. This Marine, dude, is chasing down the Immortals, does die. 2 sentries. Not very high energy. I'm sorry, are those Hellions? Bro built Hellions. Wait, why are we going Hellion? Are you still going Hellion? No, you're going Thor now. Oh, and Hellion. Wait, are you trying to do a mech build? You have Hellion, Liberator, Thor. Why? This is a lot of micro. Like, I know bio is a lot of micro. This is more micro. Like, yeah, you kind of sit in a spot and it's hard to kill, but like, there's a lot of thought that goes on behind mech, where your positioning is and everything, because you're very slow. Now, I mean, if you like doing it, do it. I'm not gonna stop you, but if you want to get better, though, like if your goals get better, this is gonna be difficult, especially versus a Protoss. A Protoss that's already shown that they're going Chargelet Immortal as well. So they've kind of already shown that they're gonna be pretty tanky against this. I am curious, though, whenever they see the amount of Liberators you're gonna have, what newbietosc decides to do to deal with that fact. Because as of right now, newbietosc doesn't really have an answer. I assume he'll just like warp in Stalkers and pray, which not a great plan. Went with the Robotics Bay, which I don't think he's building any Colossus. Also does not have Thermal Lance because of the econ. We just now have our third's gases being built. Are we still ahead on SCVs? Dude, you're getting destroyed by Terran on production, and you have Chrono Boost. You've got to be making probes, man. Especially because, like, he's not doing anything. Like, he killed, what, two probes here? You're oversaturated, too. Make sure we're getting these moved about. Because now you've got no probes, and you're oversaturated, which means this ain't happening. You guys got to focus on your home base. Home base is, like, the thing you got to do. All right, newbie, you're moving in. You're going to see that it's mech now. You'll probably do a fair bit of damage here, if I had to imagine. No force field, no guardian shields. That's a lot of liberation zones, and you're gonna stay in it till it's way too late. So this is what I was talking about, Feel. Notice that he destroyed everything except the, like, liberators. Even your Thor went down pretty easy. Like, you're gonna probably lose a lot of this even, and that's with no micro. Like, you could easily micro against these Hellbats as Protoss. Did recall. You gotta be careful, man. This does not make sense against the Protoss composition. The only thing I'm worried about, though, now is, does our Protoss newbie have an answer for your Liberators? 3 Stargates. I don't think that's the option here. I think you get Blink. I think you get more Stalkers. And you just add in, like, more mobility. I think what he wants to do, maybe, is Tempest, and then just start building a bunch of Tempests to shoot at the mech army. Could be a possibility. You've stopped all pro production, haven't you? I mean, you're at 76. You're at 76. Your 4th is mineral saturated. Hopefully you get gas up. You really need to take a 5th. This is going to be completely mined out. This is going to be mined out soon. You just took your gas in your natural. Oh, no. That's all right. That's all right. More Zealots. I think Zealots are good here. Don't let the Hellbats and stuff, by the way, ever make you feel like you can't go with Zealots. Zealots are very powerful. Make sure we're cranking upgrades, by the way. Going against that mech army, he's not going to move out. And if he does, it's going to be very slow. And, like, killing you is going to be very slow. Pump those upgrades. I want to see 3-3 done in the next few minutes. Void Rays? You're going Void Rays. My guy, these Thors are going to demolish those. You can't go Void Rays here. I thought maybe you were going to go for Tempests. Hell, even Phoenixes. And then you could, like, fly around the slow-ass mech army and do, like, economic damage with the Phoenixes, or even Oracles. Phoenixes would be better, though, since he's got missile turrets up. But Void Rays, I don't see this going well for newbie. I think this is going to be a very, very difficult thing to deal with. Getting scans all over the place. Liberators are furthest up here. Gonna go in and I'm not sure what he wants to do. He puts up 1 siege tank. All right, hell yeah. No Liberators yet. Protoss army is gonna go over. So we do have the Void Rays doing their thing. Our army's gonna stand in all the liberation zones as the Protoss. I think this is over. I think, 1, this was a macro issue, and 2, just not understanding what units you needed to make this dealt with. Your composition was actually fine at first. It wasn't until the liberation, or the Liberators started massing up, that it kind of made you go Void Ray, and I'm still not 100% sure why. As for Feel, you got to be careful, man. It did work here. Congratulations, you did a good job. But Protoss can damage you really hard. They can take out mech pretty easy, and if you're over on this side of the map and Protoss is deciding to do warp prisms, Tempests, Oracles, literally anything that can cause you harassment, you can't really do anything about it because you're really, really, really slow. Overall, all right, pretty good game, Mech versus Protoss. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next replay.